Very good morning to all my friends far and near. I especially want to thank the SV Tech team who work for hours non-stop behind the scenes to make this SV daily devotional videos possible. If you're watching this video clip on or before Thanksgiving Day, I want to wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving Day. If you're watching this video clip after Thanksgiving Day, we still have so much to thank God for. A story is told about two pastors who were late for a function, and they were riding their bike at great speed and they broke the speed limit. Immediately they got pulled over by a police officer and he asked them why they broke the speed limit. To which the pastors replied, "Fear not, my son, the Lord is with us." And the police officer replied, "In that case, you should be fined because there are three of you traveling. This year has gone so fast, and even the coming month will go at greater speed." This morning, what passage can we look to God? Can we look for inspiration? What passage can encourage us? I want to take your attention to the Gospel of Luke, chapter 18, verses 1 to 8. Here in this, it's a parable where we can see Jesus is telling them a parable to show them that they should always pray and not lose heart. Some passages are hard to understand, but here this morning the message is loud and clear that we should always pray and not give up. Who does Jesus bring in to show as an example? Is it Abraham, Jacob, Noah, Moses, Samuel, David? No. When Jesus wants to show them that they should always pray and not give up, he introduces the helpless widow. The life of a helpless widow, a life of sorrow, filled with grief, hopelessness, trauma, at the mercy of the society. Some people face more tragedies than others in life. Some people face more tragedies than others in life. The next thing we can see is the hopeless situation. Next character, a judge who neither fears God nor men, who cares for no one. A very powerful person. So two contrasting people. One is a powerful judge and the other a totally helpless widow. And judges, we can see, they are so inaccessible. It was a hopeless situation from the get-go. So first we see the helpless widow, and then a hopeless situation, and then a harsh adversity. In verse 3 it says, she kept coming to the judge for justice against her adversary. Maybe the adversary was a powerful adversary who kept harassing her. It was Mike Tyson who said, "Everyone has a plan till they get punched in the mouth." There was no one to help her. This is where we come in. Maybe you are in a similar situation this morning. There is no one to help you, no one to understand you, and you have an adversary who is causing you a lot of agony and pain. First, we can see the helpless widow and a hopeless situation and a harsh adversary. This powerful judge, even though so powerful, yet because this widow kept bothering her, hard to believe these words coming out of the judge's mouth. "I will see that she gets justice, so that she won't wear me out." The situation was hopeless till now, and here's where the turnaround happens. The parable has a great ending of triumph and victory, with Jesus asking three important questions. Fourthly, we can see a helpful God, a God who will bring about justice for his chosen ones. In verse 8, we can see that Jesus repeats the same words which the unjust judge said in verse 5. It says, "I tell you, he will see that they get justice." But here, Jesus said that they will get justice soon or swiftly. Just in a span of 8 verses, the word judge is repeated 2 times. Word justice is repeated 4 times, just in a span of 8 verses. You might be like, why does this word justice sound so familiar? Welcome to the Justice League, where justice is served king style. Finally, the helpless widow, a hopeless situation, a harsh adversary, a helpful God, and finally, a heavenly return of the victorious king. The parable ends talking about the certainty and the imminent return of the Son of Man. We were just talking about as to how a tragic situation this was. The widow was facing so much problem. Just in a span of 8 verses, there's a total turnaround. What just happened? What just happened? I'll tell you what happened in words that SB speedsters can totally understand. Gone in 60 seconds. Jesus talking about as to how we should always pray and not lose hope. From a helpless situation, there's a total turnaround. We read about the victorious return of Christ. However, when the Son of Man comes, will he find faith on the earth? Our life is not about us. It is always and always has been about God. It is God who helps us. When the Son of Man comes, will he find faith in our hearts? He who began a good work in each one of us, he will continue to help us day by day. And especially, God will help each one of us throughout this day. God bless you all.